Hello everyone and welcome back to Pandemonium, where today we're going to be diving in one of the coolest plays that just happened in PMSL CSA and was done by none other than 4Miracle Vibe, also known as 4MV. And hopefully throughout this video you're going to get some cool tidbits of information and knowledge that you can take and apply in your very own matches. So with that said, let's get right into the analysis. So for this video, I really want to highlight two things, and the first one is going to be scouting. Why scouting is important and what you can do with good scouting and good IGLing behind a good scouting play done ahead of time. So here you're going to be able to see that we got this strong 3-1 split of 4MV. We've got Apex Solo, Doc, Aero, and Reefers together, and they're currently playing high ground of Longwood. Longwood, by the way, is called Longwood because it's a long piece of terrain. This also has a forest on top, so that's why it's called Longwood. But they're playing that position, and the reason why it's so good is because it's high ground compared to the rest of the northern side of the circle, which is a field. Very flat field, not a lot of good playable positions, so they're just going to get a lot of information for relatively free when it comes to this match, so not a lot of big threats for them this entire game. And the scouting is so good because you can even see that Doc, Reefers, Aero have tabs and have checked out the position of all of these teams that I'm highlighting. You can see them from their position. You know where every single remaining 5 teams currently remain in the circle, what their position is. And this is why scouting is so important. When you're in a game like this where there are a lot of really strong teams, you want to know maybe ahead of time before circle pops where teams are positioned. And look at that. The reason why you want to see it is we're going to go a little bit forward. The circle is about to transition. Doc is in a car, which is very important. He's rotating around the place, and the circle pops now. And what do you see? Well, what you see right now is that if you're 4MV and you have all the information they had before that circle transitioned, you know as a fact, half of the circle is free. Half of the circle was free. And what do you do in that exact location, in that exact scenario? You full send it. You get everyone in a car, maybe you can keep a player in the background for extra scouting, but you send all of your players in because you know right now, at this point in time, if you're 4MV, we can get into circle without taking a single fight, which is so valuable in the late game because you don't want to lose players. You want to keep everyone alive to hopefully get yourself a chicken dinner. And going into the second part of this video, you'll see that there are different ways for them to wrap up this game, and maybe also a tool that you might not use to its full potential. So now that we looked into the scouting, we're going to be focusing on the circle, the blue zone, and how you can use the blue zone to its full potential to give you really big advantage based on how the match is playing out. We did talk about it a little bit in the previous analysis video with Xavier and Alter Ego, but here we're going to see how it can be used pretty much as its own weapon if used correctly. So here you're going to be able to see that we've got the entire position of 4MV, very big split on the northern side, really good based on the information they gathered early on Longwood. No mistakes there. For me, that is a flawless play that was done by 4MV. Now then, circle, you have to wait for the next circle transition to come through. And you'll see here that the circle transitions in just a few seconds. Boom. Instantly, if you're 4MV, you start to have the cogs turning in your brain like, oh wait, this is actually really good because guess what? Again, we scouted onto this team. We scouted onto this team. We know as a fact, as 4MV, these two teams are not in circle. And what that means is that they're naturally going to get pushed into the circle towards 52 Esports in some way, shape, or form. Unless they have cars, which we'll see in a few seconds that Regicide do have some cars. But this is going to be the natural progression of this game, that teams are going to get pushed in a circle. And what do you have to do if you're 4MV in this situation? Do you have to do anything? Not really. All you have to do if you're now 4MV is wait things out for these teams to push themselves into the circle and almost pretty much fight each other. Like, Aero does go for a little bit of a wide angle at one point, but here you have the full-on push of Regicide. They send into the circle. They can't go much further because these angles set up by 4MV are so good. By the way, that split of 4MV, absolutely insane. You're getting so many angles that no one can really fight you without being somewhat vulnerable to another one of your teammates. So this split is so well done by 4MV. And as you can see, they're trying to survive. They're all trying to make their way in. Demuerte is struggling to even push into the circle themselves. They just can't make it work out because the pressure of 4MV is so strong. And all these 3 teams, 52, Regicide, Demuerte, are struggling to find free real estate in this circle that they can claim as playable position. And unfortunately, it's not going to work out. You can see that here you lose the entirety of Regicide. Aero just eliminates them. Demuerte can't even make it into the circle. And now, if you're the entirety of 4MV, you go for an even wider angle, sending Aero south and having all of these nice angles onto a clustered up 52 that really has no chance in hell of winning this game purely off the position that was based on the initial scouting. So you've got so many different aspects of this game that were used by 4MV and enables them to get one of the cleanest chicken dinners we have yet to see in PMSL CSA Spring 2024. And hopefully we can see a lot more because it is a great season. By the way, if you do like watching some PMSL CSA, me and Jason are doing some watch parties over on the official PUBG Mobile Esports channel, so please do go check it out. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this PUBG Mobile Esports analysis video. If you do want me to talk about another topic or maybe another play that happened in another region, feel free to tell me about them in the comment section down below. And don't forget to scout in your matches. It is so damn important. I'll be looking out for you. With that said, we'll catch you guys in the next one, so have a great rest of your day.